Hello, everybody, and welcome back to RMS. For the 15th race of the season, we're here in Indianapolis. Across the street is the iconic Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but we're here at the short track, Indianapolis Raceway Park, better known as IRP. As 42 drivers get set ready to go, the championship tightening up, getting closer, the races are starting to matter more. Let's get through your starting lineup. On pole, Rick Parsons, who won at Richmond earlier this season, and to his outside Willie Costa, who I believe won pole last year for this race. Peter Lane in row 2, along with the points leader Ryan Skerritt. Row 3 is Neil Dick and Maria Tagola in the 51, finishing out our schedule with McClure Motorsports after Bear River Racing shut down. Row 4 is Mark Evans, and to his outside Dan Sedgwick. Row 5 is Kyra Sistry and Leroy Conwell. Row 6 is Michael Parsons and Nelson Reeves. Row 7 is Tegan Fox and Anton Alvarez. Row 8 is the defending winner at this track, Fleet Cruz, and to his outside, Flandre Wilson. In row 9 is Purab Shrivastava, fallen back to third in points here, looking to regain somewhat in the championship race, and to his outside, Riley Smith. Row 10 is Christopher Lattimore and Manuel Sanchez. Row 11 is Caleb Lane and Brock Moore. Row 12 is Carlson Vebels and Ezekiel Garcia Ball. Row 13 is Geoff Jordan and Luke Evans. Row 14 is Kellen Short and Ali McNidig. Row 14 is Caleb Rose and Sierra Reno. Row 15 is Ronnie Martin and second in points now, that being Kurt Perkins. I messed up a bit there. But Kurt Perkins starting far back with Skerritt starting fourth. We'll see how the championship battle shapes up as this race continues. But anyways, in row 16 is Alex Davidson and Aaron Pulaski. Row 17 is Taryn Zips and Patrick Kamitz. Row 17, I believe. No, we're at row 19. I messed up real bad there. Is Jonathan Marks and Skippy Larson. Row 20 is last week's winner, S.T. Craig, starting way far back in 39th. And Martina Sherman to his outside. And in the final row, we got Mark Guerrero and Angel Gutierrez. They bring up the rear of the field here. Cars are ready to go, drivers are ready to go, fans on their feet. Let's waste no further time, and let's get this race underway.
Drivers, start your engines!
There you can see the engines fire up, and the cars are now rolling. Rick Parsons, Willie Costa, your first row, as they get on rolling here. And the pace car is already pulled in. You see the pit road entrance there in turn 3. As we're setting up, we'll quickly get into the starting zone. Rick Parsons, Willie Costa, some Sunday night action under the lights, and we're underway as Costa looks like he got a great jump from the outside, and he might clear Parsons into turn 1. But Parsons will have the advantage on the outside as 3 wide there already. Ryan Skerritt gonna get put 3 wide there in a quite dangerous place there as the leaders continue to be side by side here, fighting it out. Who's gonna lead lap number 1 here? And it looks like Costa will be able to clear off of turn 4, and he's gonna lead lap number 1. Parsons trying to hold on to second place as Peter Lane getting swept up on the outside. Neil Dick trying to take over third. Didn't have any room on the inside. And now Mark Evans under fire here from Kyler Sistry as they head back around. And they cross the line as Costa's starting to pull away somewhat here. As it's starting to get a little bit single filed out. Parsons battling with Maria Tagola there a little bit. Got clear. Skerritt looks like he's also gotten clear. And clear with a couple car lengths in front of Shrivastava. And as I say that, he's getting passed right now by Tegan Fox. Looks like Skerritt is struggling to start the race a bit. And Shrivastava trying to take advantage of that. 3 wide, Fleet Cruz, Skerritt, Shrivastava. Man, Purab's being a bit aggressive here. Very tight off of turn 2. And that's kind of a trouble spot for those drivers there. You don't want to be 3 wide exiting turn 2 there. But it looks like everybody hangs on to it as Skerritt Although he has a nice lead over Stravosova as he now sits third in points. Still very much in front of Kurt Perkins here. But Stravosova looks like he might have a fast car underneath him right now. Just barely outside the top 10, Tegan Fox. And I hear some spinning. We got some wreckage behind. Yellow flag's out. What happened? And Kurt's involved. That's going to be huge for the championship. I don't think he has a lot of damage. Smoke, there's Cam Eats involved in as well. Sierra Reno and poor Riley Smith. That car up in smoke. Well, let's see what happened here to bring out our first caution. So Riley Smith here blows up, I believe, in the middle of turn 1 here, and that kind of stacks up the rest of the field here. And as I said, they were getting 3 wide here. That's what you don't want to happen out of turn 2. They kind of make contact. Ooh, Perkins gets some good air, almost flips over. As Reno and him collide, Ronnie Martin gets involved somewhat. I think Davidson was also involved in that. And that's where Reno gets clipped, thanks to Mark Guerrero there. And then clips the back of Ronnie Martin there and gets more damage. So, poor Mark Guerrero there. And yeah, Riley Smith wasn't really involved in that wreck. He just kind of blew up, stacked up most of the field. And that's our first caution of the race there, folks. Replay once again. They go 3 wide here. And I think... Oh, Ronnie Martin just slides up. That's what happened. Ronnie Martin slides up into Kurt Perkins there. Makes contact with Reno. Davidson, great wreck avoidance there. But very unfortunate for all those drivers involved, as you saw. Cam gets clipped a little bit just there, but I don't think that's enough damage to hinder him, and a bit of camera issues there. But that's a bit of a better view and a better explanation of why we're under caution. That's because Ronnie Martin wasn't quite clear. And we are about to get underway here for the restart. First restart of the race. Only 2 cars, or I guess 3 cars pitted. That is, well, actually make that 4. So Scarrett pitted, and so did Sustry and Vevels apparently. I did not notice that. And Ronnie Martin to fix repairs, but everybody else stayed out under that caution for some reason. So interesting strategies here at play, especially with Scarrett. We'll see how well that strategy works out for him as the green flag is out and we are back underway. Single file for the most part for this restart. But Neil Dick peeked there a little bit looking for some room, trying to pass. But it didn't quite work out for him. Kind of lost a bit of time and is going to hit the wall. Gets up into the wall and everybody is going to try to get by him. He's going to try to hang on, try to play some defense here. Battling with Evans here somewhat. Making it a bit hard for him to pass here. Nice defense there by Neil Dick after getting into the wall there somewhat. As the top 3 do pull away there. Oh, and I think he just got up into the wall again. Evans is really putting on the pressure for him. Tagola now battling Parsons as well. Side by side here. Dick's going to get into the wall again. And man, he's gotten into the wall 3 times just this past lap. That's crazy there. But it looks like he's going to be trying to hang on. He's trying to put the pressure on Evans here. They continue to battle. Battle for second going on between teammates. Peter Lane versus Rick Parsons. Peter Lane, that is, still hasn't won yet. Despite multiple years in RMS, he's still looking for that first career win. And he's on a top team as well. I haven't heard any rumors about him, well, changing teams or being dropped, but you know, after multiple years of racing in RMS, you would think he would have at least 1 win, maybe at a road course, but he hasn't, as Parsons looks like he might be able to hang on. Rick Parsons, oh, and he makes contact with Evans, and Evans is going to get up into the wall, and he's way up against the wall. Watch out, everybody else. And he's going to hang on. That was a bit of a strange incident there between him and Peter Lane there. Quite strange, but everybody hangs on to it. No second caution as Costa continues to dominate. Looks like he's caught the wall a bit somewhat. See any updates? Scarrett now battling with Perkins there somewhat. But looks like that's not quite working out for Scarrett. Although he's just right behind Parsons, so Parsons is not going to gain a lot. Who's going to gain a lot, though? That would be Stravosova. He's currently in 7th, as you see on the scoreboard, and he looks pretty speedy right now, as he almost just gets caught up in the wall. Oh, look at that. The top 3 have the fastest times, and Mark Evans. So that's interesting. You can see Stravosova 8th fastest, so he definitely has a top 10 car. Maybe not a top 5 car underneath him right now. But he wants to gain points on Scarrett today. Fleet Cruz looking to defend his win, and he's making progress. He's already into the top 10, trying to clear Tagola. Tagola looking for a career day for her, but she's still holding on strong despite dropping out of the top 10. And yeah, once again, it's strung out a bit. Costa has pulled away, has made it a 1-second lead as he continues to dominate here at IRP. Peter Lane continuing to put on pressure. Rick continuing to pressure Parsons here, but just can't quite figure out a way to get by the old man there. But yeah, it's mostly gotten single-filed out. Stravosova might battle Michael Parsons here, the other Parsons, of course. And yeah, it's gotten really strung out here at the front. Everybody's on the long run mode right now. And Lane is now putting on pressure. He peaks down low there, but just can't quite make a move there just yet. Costa continuing to dominate. And Scarrett, yeah, that pit strategy looks like it might not be working out for him. But we'll see. He'll have maybe slightly fresher tires here when everybody else pits. So it'll be interesting to see how that strategy works. But right now, it doesn't look like he's got the good car underneath him right now. Neil Dick has slowly caught up to these two here as Lane is finally going to make a move here. Down to the inside on Rick Parsons. Side by side. Parsons is going to have the advantage on the exit. And it looks like Parsons will hang on to second place once again. And Neil Dick is now battling Peter Lane somewhat there for a bit. But had the disadvantage of the outside lane. As, yeah, Neil Dick is doing a strong job of hanging on despite making contact with the wall 3 times. But that's the thing with IRP here is that, yeah, we've seen some damage on these cars before, but they are pretty sturdy, and aerodynamics don't really matter here. Are we under caution? I don't think so, but the lights make it look like we are with those trucks in the infield, and that kind of confused me there somewhat, so I apologize for that. Thought Stravosova was going to try to pass Parsons there, but he's not close enough. And a good battle's going on here. Lattimore, strong run for him so far, 12th place. Did someone blow up? No, those were just the people who pitted. Caleb Burrows pitted. I guess so. Not sure what that is. I don't know where he went. Maybe it was a mech issue. No, he's 2 laps down, so... Not sure what happened there with Caleb Rose. Doesn't say anything, any mechanical issues. Maybe that will lead to more drivers pitting here. And man, you can see a lot of side damage to Costa, but it doesn't matter. He has a 1.5 second lead over everybody else here. Battle here. Mark Evans versus Neil Dick here. But can't quite pass Dick there. Oh, tight there a bit. Tight! Parsons is going to have a fun time up against the wall here. Stravosova is going to take advantage of that. Or at least try to. He couldn't get side by side with him. And that's a bit of a problem there. That's a bit of a problem these drivers are facing here today, is that, you know, the tires have worn out so much that they don't really have an advantage over everybody else, and it's kind of hard to pass. Both lanes, you can use them, but it's kind of a struggle here right now. Rick has kind of closed up on the lead so far of Costa as he continues to dominate. Closed up there somewhat and continuing to close, so that's an interesting development. We'll see if he's going to be able to catch up for the lead there. But Peter Lane is putting on some pressure once again. Oh, it gets so tight out of turn 4, and yeah, that lost him a ton of ground there, so that did not quite work out for him as he wanted it to, as he's trying to put on pressure. bit of single file train here a bit. Here's Nelson Reeves, Manuel Sanchez, Gap Jordan, Brock Moore, Andre Wilson. Yeah, mostly everybody else is single file here. As, oh, Tegan Fox slides up a bit. I believe Cruz actually passed her. So Fleet Cruz looking like he's got a strong car underneath him as well, trying to defend his win. And yeah, Costa is now gaining time on Parsons, so that little bit of advantage that Rick Parsons had, I guess, is gone now. See at the back of the field, Scarrett still hasn't made any progress at all. Currently sitting 38th right now. Can't get by some of the damaged cars here either, or some of the cars on pressured tires as well. That's been a bit of a struggle for him right now. Perkins will be able to cane here, but not as much as he would like to, as he is also struggling, trying to get around his teammate. Sherman almost turned him for a second there as he's trying to fight Gutierrez here. That's important for the Rookie of the Year battle, and it looks like Lane has finally gotten around Rick Parsons for second back there. And yes, he has. Now he's going to try to look for the lead here as Costa, almost a 2-second lead for him right now. As he continues to show the way. Still not sure when pit stops are coming, and if that will be advantage to Scarrett or not. We will have to wait and see, as we're about a quarter of the way through this, I believe. Wow, man, Fleet Cruz looks pretty fast right now, up to 8th place now. And he is currently not even top 10 fastest, but he looks like he's got a strong long-run car right now, as he's trying to defend his victory here. And yeah, Peter Lane is crunching the lead, or gaining on the leader somewhat here. It's now down from 2 seconds to now 1.83 seconds, as Costa almost makes contact with the wall there again. And yeah, you can see, I think Rick Parsons was slowing Peter Lane down. He's now gaining a ton of time on him. Won't be surprised if we have a battle for the lead here soon. We'll see how much he gains this lap here. And Costa is closing in on lap traffic here. Yeah, gained huge chunks of time there. It's about a third of a second he's gaining every single lap, it seems like. And yeah, Costa is catching up to lap traffic, so that'll be an interesting wrench maybe into Peter Lane's plans, or Costa's plans, we'll see. The gap this time, not gained as much as that last lap, but still enough to put pressure on Costa here somewhat, as he continues to approach lap traffic here. Scarrett trying to get around Sierra Reno here. Damaged car versus a car on maybe slightly fresher tires. And it's just not quite working out for him right now. Oh, he gained a ton of time there again. It's now down to about a second here for Peter Lane. Looks like he's got the strongest car right now, and Rick Parsons was the reason he couldn't gain. As meanwhile, Fleet Cruz, Costa's teammate, continuing to make passes and continuing to slowly make his way to the front of the field. Stravastova, though, being a bit of thorn to his side there, battling a bit. Now it's down to under a second. This battle of the lead here is ramping up somewhat. I haven't gotten side by side just yet, but we're getting there. We're building up anticipation there. You can see he's just barely in frame there. As Costa comes out of turn 4, what's the gap this time? Oh, he gained somewhat there. So Peter Lane had a bit of a slower lap that time. Oh boy, that's got to be unfortunate for him, as almost makes contact with the wall again. He's got to hope that Costa catches up to the lap traffic, because I think he's now struggling somewhat. He had some great laps there. He was gaining a ton of time, and now the car has just gotten tight on him a bit. Same time? No, he's gained. Costa has gained again. And yeah, Peter Lane, after so many laps of gaining on him, and now he's just lost it. He's going to need a good lap here to stay in it. As we're getting close to the halfway point in the race, and we've so far only had one caution. And he gained there somewhat, but it's still a nice margin for Costa right now. It's still almost about a second as he continues to close in on Kyler Sistri here. Scarrett trying to get around Pulaski here. Bumper to the back of the 4. Trying to bump him out of the way somewhat. That didn't quite work. Crossing the line there. Oh, Peter Lane gained a ton of time there. He's there. He's closing in. We're soon going to have a battle for the lead here, folks. He's clearly in frame now. He might have struggled those past couple laps, but that's not affecting him. Lap traffic is definitely going to be very interesting to watch, see what that happens. Acosta has closed up to the back bumper of Sistri here. He's going to have to quickly get through the lap traffic here if he wants a chance to stay in the lead. Because you know Peter Lane will take advantage of the slower car getting in the way. He's right there. He's close to the back bumper of Acosta here. Not quite enough to make a move just yet. Maybe off of turn 4 here. No, Costa goes to the low side, trying to get around Sistri. Peter Lane stays up high. What will that affect Peter Lane? I think that affected him dearly there. That high side did not quite work out. Not sure what he was trying to do there. Now he's going to have an advantage here in turns 3 and 4 somewhat. As Costa can't quite get around Ciarino right now, but now he has a chance. But Peter Lane is kind of struggling to get around Sistri as well. Lap traffic getting in the way of the leaders here. And yeah, you can see that it is affecting Peter Lane here as he's running right behind Sistri. Now he's got it. Now this might be an advantage to Lane here as, no, he's moving up to the high side again. I'm not sure what he's doing here. That would have been an advantage to Peter Lane. Oh, almost contact there. He's really trying to get around Sistri, and I think that's gonna affect him. Rick Parsons and Neil Dick, they are catching up, the top 10. Everybody else is catching up to the leaders right now. Gonna need a bit of a contract maybe. But Costa still hanging on to the lead somewhat, despite Kyler Sistri maybe putting some pressure on him somewhat. Peter Lane is still there to attack. He just can't quite get by Sistri here. And Costa is losing time on the other lap cars here, so maybe that car is a bit slower. And maybe at the halfway point of the race, we're getting close to. Might see pit stops here, perhaps, as Lane once again trying to get around Sistri. And he's easily going to get by here. He finally gets by him. And now there's nothing separating between him and Costa right now. He's going to apply big pressure here. Big time pressure now. Good run off of turn 4. Is he going to make a move here? He's looking to the high side, but that's not the lane you want to go right now. And he's going to stay right behind Costa. Maybe try to make a move on the backstretch here. Or into turn 3. No, not quite. I guess he doesn't have the momentum. He's peaking once again as Costa slides up a bit. But he's hesitating a bit. He's not making a move just yet. He peaks once again, but can't quite make the move. And Sistri right behind him as, Reno just made contact with the wall there. Oh, and Costa's going to slide up a bit, but that's going to be an advantage to him. And he's going to pull. Wow, he just pulled away from Costa. Or, excuse me, Peter Lane. He gained a ton of ground there. And Peter Lane, I don't know what he's doing. He had a chance to take the lead there, but just didn't. I don't know if he didn't have enough power or he didn't have the momentum swinging in his way. That was a bit weird. As Costa trying to get by another lap car here, that being Ciarino. Oh, I think Pulaski may have made contact with the wall there. And Peter Lane, oh no, lap traffic gonna get in the way of him trying to get the lead here, and that might be it there, folks. Closest battle for the lead we've had pretty much all race since the drop of the green flag, and that's gonna go all for naught. But he is gonna hang on to second, so maybe there is still a chance. Costa's still battling with Ciarino here. Can't quite get around the 31 right now. And now Peter Lane is going to try to take advantage of that. So is Rick Parsons. He's caught up with these guys. Gotta make a move here soon. He hesitated, and it almost costed him a chance at battling for the lead. This would be a great chance here, right now. But he's still hesitating a bit. The lap traffic really playing a factor here in this one. Everybody's getting stacked up by the lap traffic here. It's because they have older tires. Lane peaking once again. He has room on the inside. He's got the momentum. Can't meet on pit road. I believe we might have pit stops here soon, folks, by the way. Costa looks like he'll hang on to the lead, though. That didn't quite work out. Oh, here we go again. Costa trying to use the outside lane, and Lane is going to pit road here. He's heading to pit road. So Peter Lane onto pit road. Stravostova Fleet Cruise as well. A lot of drivers heading to pit road. But the leader stays out, that being Costa. So we're going to have some interesting strategies here. Costa heading down the backstretch now. And still not pitting. He'll stay out another lap. Evans is coming in. So is Michael Parsons. But top three, they stay out once again. As Costa leads another lap. Looks like he's trying to go for the long run strategy here. There's Tagoa, she's out. Keegan Fox as well. Not sure if Scarrett has pitted, and there goes Costa. Did he just go on to... Where is he? There he is. Going on to pit road right now. Parsons and Neil Dick, they stay out for another lap. So some interesting strategy there between Rick Parsons and Neil Dick. Where is Peter Lane? That is a question. See, there's K-Mates, there's Guerrero, there's Vevels trying to get into his pit stop. Car is getting in the way here a bit. Evans is out. Michael Parsons. There's Fleet Cruise. Oh, you son of a bitch. There we go. Getting fresh tires here. And there's Parsons and Neil Dick. They're pitting. They're pitting this time. Does Costa have issues? He's not quite pulling out of the stall here. I'm not sure what's going on with Costa. Oh no. There's Peter Lane, I believe. I'm not sure what the running order is currently, but he might grab the lead here. Because I'm not sure what's going on with Costa on pit road. Now he's finally out. And there he is. On the apron. And I guess that strategy right there for Bevels and Scarrett is kind of working out. Since they pitted under the caution, they are currently now 1-2. So is Ronnie Martin, so is Sistri. As they continue to stay out on slightly fresher tires, but those tires are getting older. I believe maybe Stravostova will have the lead after these pit stops? Maybe. Maybe he outplayed everyone here maybe. As Vevels continues to drop back. But still staying out. Interesting strategy here. Interesting strategy here at play, that's for sure. Looks like Martin is dropping back. Oh, and he blew up. Poor Ronnie Martin has blown up. And now there goes Vevels onto pit road. Where is everybody else who stayed out? There's Sistri heading to pit road. Scarrett, I think, also was on pit road, maybe. I think he just pitted already, so I believe Stravostova will have the lead after this. So, interesting strategy there by Purab Stravostova, I guess. And it's going to work out for him. As he easily grabs the lead, no competition, and he's got a massive lead. Keegan Fox into the wall, but hangs onto it. Caleb Lane, I believe, is no, he's on the lead lap. He currently in third place. As new leader, Purab Stravostova. Sistri just getting out of pit road, and there's Vevels there, and he will go a lap down. So that strategy did not work out, but Stravostova, big strategy working out for him right now, and he could gain a ton of points. Where is Scarrett? I believe Scarrett is a one lap down, 34th. Perkins, 37th. So this is huge for Stravostova. If he wins today, he could gain a ton of points. And I guess that strategy, that long-range strategy, did not work out for Costa at all. He currently sits 30th right now. Astravasova looking him over, trying to pass him. Caleb Lane slowly closing out on the lead. So is Tegan Fox. Peter Lane, I guess that strategy is working out for him. Leroy Conwell is lap down, so don't care about him. Michael Parsons, Christopher Lattimore is still having a good run. Rick Parsons, Maria Tagola in the top 10. Anton Alvarez is a lap down as well. There's Scarrett, there's Fleet Cruz, and Brock Moore. So yeah, that long-run strategy, staying out for the longest, did not work out at all for Acosta, as Stravasova puts another car lap down, that being Geoff Jordan. 40th, so I guess he pitted for quite a while, I guess. And yeah, there's 2 lap cars between him and Caleb Lane right now, but it's under a second between the leaders right now. Caleb Lane, though, I think is losing time on Stravastova here a bit, thanks to the lap traffic. Fastest car on the track is Ezekiel Garcia Ball now. As Jordan slides up a bit, Bevel's trying to get around him. Oh, collision right there between him and Caleb Lane. Lost the inside lane as Tegan Fox is trying to take advantage of that and get into second place. But Lane thinks better of it, kind of blocked her. Trying to get around this lap traffic, he's losing a lot of time. Although Stravastova is dealing with more lap traffic. Got around Sanchez and now Caleb Rose as well. Oh, if Caleb Lane was right there, he could take big advantage of that with the lap traffic getting in the way. Now there's 3 lap cars between him and Stravastova now, as Lane trying to battle for 3rd place. Trying to get around Tegan Fox around the outside, and that's going to work out for him. Great move there by Peter Lane, as I think someone made contact with the wall. I believe that was Rose. Costa is making his way through the field somewhat, even though he is still tail end of the lead lap here, trying to get around Luke Evans. Battling there somewhat. Lane, both lanes have gotten around some of the lap traffic here. Hasn't quite gotten around Vevels or Manuel Sanchez, and is not even close, as Stravastova almost has a 2-second lead right now. This pit strategy is working out for him a lot here. We're getting close to the end here. I believe we have 30 laps to go. Yes, I believe so. 30 laps to go. That's still a lot of time, and I'm not sure if we're going to have another round of pit stops here, so that'll be interesting. Or another caution, too. A lot of factors at play here. Did someone blow up? Brock Moore, mechanical issue. And he made it to pit road, so very unfortunate for Moore there. Passed Fleet Cruz for 9th place, and now he's going to be probably multiple laps down here as Stravastova continues to fight with Luke Evans, trying to put him a lap down. Lane is going to slowly close up there a bit, and Evans is going to get clear and stay on the lead lap, so good for him. And maybe Vevos and Manuel Sanchez could take advantage of that, and that would help Caleb Lane a ton if the lap traffic continued to battle with Stravastova there. Continue to mess with him as the laps continue to wind down. Vevos, I think, peaking a bit, thinking about it, as Lane continues to gain on Stravastova. But he's going to have to deal with the lap traffic as well if he catches up to him. He's going to need Vevos and Manuel Sanchez to battle with Stravastova if he wants a chance. And there's Brock Moore back out. Very unfortunate for Moore. Running in the top 10. And now he's about 2 laps down, I believe. Yes, very unfortunate. So is Geoff Jordan as well. Actually, he's 1 lap down. But still, very unfortunate for him. Looks like he might have had a strong car. And Rose is back on pit road as well. I think that's a scheduled stop for him on whatever pit strategy he's on. So I don't know what that means for the rest of the field coming near the end of this race, as Lane continues to gain time on Stravastova. Stravastova kind of stagnated a little bit, peaking down low once again, trying to get around Evans, but just can't. And Vevos is going to take advantage of that. Here comes Vevos. Manuel Sanchez also getting a bumper in there as well. Caleb Lane could take advantage of that. Not quite close enough. Srivastava hangs on, keeping a car between him and Caleb Lane right now. As Lane slides up a bit, that might hinder his lap performance, as tight off the corner is Srivastava. Still hanging on to the lead just barely. Lane trying to get around Manuel Sanchez around the outside. That's not going to quite work out. And I think he's going to lose a bit of time there, as Bevels is quickly making his way through. And now Srivastava trying again on Luke Evans. It's not going to quite work out once again. So he'll stay behind the 0-0. As Sanchez got a bumper underneath. This time Caleb Lane could take advantage of that once again. 3 wide. Srivastava said, I've had enough. I'm trying to get around you guys. But is that going to work out for him? Maybe. Lane is there. He peeked down low just a bit. Now he's got room. We're going to be 3 wide here for the lead. Srivastava just barely let it at the line, but Caleb Lane is going to have the advantage here. And he's going to take the lead. Here comes Peter Lane as well, his teammate. Srivastava's teammate, not Lane's teammate. But he'll hang it on to 3rd place, as Caleb Lane is now the leader here. Coming up on 20 laps to go. But Srivastava has a strong car here today. Lap traffic has played a factor all race, so we don't know if Caleb Lane is going to hang on to the lead for how long. I'm not sure, as he's trying to get around Taron Zips here. Or at least trying to. Yellow flag's out. Yellow. Caution on the racetrack. Our second one today. I saw smoke there, but I'm not sure who it was from, but that's big for this race. That's going to change up the strategy a ton, I believe. And that's going to save Lane and keep his lead. So, what happened? So, poor Christopher Lattimore here, having a strong race today, running inside the top 10. Kind of getting bullied here by Carlos Sistrai, who's a lap down here. And Sistrai continues to keep turning him and turning him and turning him, and eventually just dumps him, turns him around on the front stretch, and he's going to make, that's kind of big contact there with the inside wall, and that's so unfortunate for Lattimore there, and I'm sure the officials are going to be looking at Sistrai there with all the contact and turning him, because he's a lap car. He's supposed to get out of the way of the leaders in that. And that'll be interesting to see what they say about it. So, very unfortunate for Lattimore here today. He was having a strong run for a back marker, looking for a top 10. And we'll see if he can hang on and maybe at least get a lead lap finish for him. But we're under caution for the second time today. Getting ready to restart here, as a whole host of lap cars line up on the inside here. Scarrett was 1 spot away from getting back on the lead lap, as Caleb Lane getting ready for the restart here. We're about 20, almost 20 laps to go here. About 25 laps to go. Lane's going to see the green flag, and we're back underway. And we'll see if he can clear this lap traffic into turn 1. Scarrett's going to try to put up a fight here, try to get back on the lead lap. Not sure if it's going to work, though, but it looks like Lane, looks like he might hang on. No, Scarrett's going to battle here. Srivastava's got a bit of a space on the inside, so he could use that as an advantage here. But using the outside lane right now, at least currently. And it looks like Lane, no, can't quite get around Scarrett here. Srivastava moves down to the inside, trying to make the inside line work. Scarrett looks like he's going to clear, actually, and get back on the lead lap. And now Srivastava will take advantage of that, side by side for the lead. Lane, big run off the high side. Tight off of turn 4. Caution is out, though, for the 3rd time. And ST Craig and Poor Costa and Dan Sedgwick are involved. And that just saved Ryan Scarrett there. He's back on the lead lap again. And that also saves Caleb Lane. He gets to keep the lead, as he just barely hung on there at the line. But let's see what happened to bring out the 3rd caution of the race. Where have I seen this before? Jonathan Marks sliding up into ST Craig into Dan Sedgwick sends the 71 around. Oh, big contact there for Skippy Orson, and then Sedgy goes sliding across the infield. Sherman gets some damage in that, and man, Sedgy makes big contact with the inside wall. Very unfortunate for Dan Sedgwick there. He was running top 10 for most of the race, and now he's all crumpled up. Not sure if that damage will affect him, but Skippy Orson's damage will definitely affect him. Huge front end damage for him. See if he continues. Sherman also got damage in that and almost caused another accident there that you see. It looks like everybody will continue on, at least for now. But we are under the third caution, coming down to it. So I might be stupid here. It was actually 10 laps to go. But either way, we're getting down to it. Getting down to the end of this race. And with 10 laps to go, lap car's single file now. As the pace car pulls in, Caleb Lane still with the lead. Shrivastava back in second. Ryan Scarrett back on the lead lap, trying to gain as many points as he can, at least on Kurt Perkins here. But we'll see. Caleb Lane gets the green flag, and we're back underway, and it looks like Shrivastava did not get a great restart. Not a very good restart there for the 36 as he's trying to hang on, and Lane is gone. Great restart for him. As he enters turn 3, Shrivastava starting to get back on his feet here somewhat, as Peter Lane being hounded by Tegan Fox here. And with that, I just about have a half a second advantage over Shrivastava, that being Caleb Lane right now. Looking for already his second win of the season after winning Road America. We'll see if he can do that. Shrivastava trying to close in as much as he can. I'm not sure if he has a good short run car though. 5 laps to go for Caleb Lane right now. The gap has grown almost a second advantage over Shrivastava, and those cautions have definitely screwed him over of a possible win. But he's still definitely going to gain points on Perkins and Scarrett as well. That's a big thing today. You don't have to win, but you can gain points. Scarrett has made a bit of progress, but not really enough. Definitely going to gain on Perkins, but not on Shrivastava, as he has closed the gap somewhat, but not enough to be a threat to Caleb Lane right now as they go down the backstretch. Battle for third going on. Tegan Fox versus Peter Lane. Another race that has slipped out of Lane's hands. Very unfortunate. He's had some rough luck trying to finish those races and win. Caution is out. Yellow flag's out, and that'll end the race. And it's another crash. Costa, Montana Sherman, Mark Guerrero, and Taryn Zips all involved. And that's going to end the race here tonight, folks. I'm very sorry about that. But let's see what happened to bring out our fourth and final caution of the race. 3 wide once again off of turn 2. Dan Sedgwick sliding up just a bit. Gets into Sherman. And all of them make contact, and all of them go spinning around. It's like a Scarrett. Great wreck avoidance there by Ryan Scarrett, getting through that. Alvarez, I think, got some damage in that. And maybe ST Craig as well. Costa got damage in that too. Oh. That's where he gets the front end damage as Zips almost flips over. Big contact there between those two. Looks like both are okay though. And they'll continue on for the last few laps. So that's our fourth and final caution of the race. Let's ride along with Ryan Scarrett here as he gets through the wreckage. Great wreck avoidance there for him. Amazing job by Scarrett. Coming out of turn 4 for the final time. Caleb Lane, checkered flag in the air. He's going to win IRP under caution. Second win of the season, and Shrivastava just blew up at the line. Now, that's very funny, and also very suspicious as well. Shrivastava will end up with second, but that engine grenaded. Absolutely grenaded, and maybe he's happy that, well, it was under caution. And just come into the line there, because that could have been a couple losses of position there. Oh, what is going on here? A bit of a mess here as everybody is, I don't know what's going on here.